Hello, parents. We had a good talk about the sixth commandment last night, and now we head into the seventh commandment this week. You should not steal. The thing that I'm going to be emphasizing in class next week is the positive aspect of this exhortation. Just like with the other commandments, it's not only about not murdering people, not being mean to people, but actually helping people, actually building people up. And as we talk about the seventh commandment, it's not only about not taking what doesn't belong to us, but also talking about how we have a special calling to help other people preserve their property and their possessions. And as part of that, the homework assignment this week, a little bit more challenging. These last couple of weeks, I've asked a little bit more out of these kids, but hopefully you can see the direct application as we talk about the seventh commandment, helping other people. I mean, we got to be living this, right? So, the assignment for your kids is to find a neighbor. Now, I told them, yeah, we're not going to do a family member. That's too easy. The idea, let's get out of our comfort zone a little bit. Find a neighbor who needs some help with something, whether it's yard work, housework. This time of year, traditionally a good time to help with leaves. Maybe not so much this year. Other classes might have had an easier task raking leaves for a neighbor. But I'm guessing you probably know somebody in your neighborhood, maybe an elderly person, who could use a little bit of help. It doesn't have to be a tremendous time commitment here, but there's been some neat things that have happened in the past, and it's always helpful and eye-opening for kids when they see some of the need that is out there. And God has given to your kids the physical ability to do some things that, frankly, the elderly cannot, and we need to be helping each other out. So that's the goal for the assignment this week: is to find ways to actually really put into practice the seventh commandment. And then also, the other thing we're going to be talking about on a deep philosophical level is why we have stuff. Like, why does God give us stuff? What's the purpose behind all the stuff we have? And ultimately, we're going to be talking about stewardship, the idea that even the stuff we have, which we call our stuff, really isn't our stuff. It's actually God's stuff that He lets us use. So, in light of that, how should we use the stuff that God gives us so that we can use it? What's the goal? How can we best use the stuff we have? What's the purpose for the stuff we have? That's something you guys can be thinking about, contemplating, and talking about with your kids this week. God bless your conversations.